Hey guys, Motorcarnut here, and today I'm going to talk about, I get this a lot on the intake manifolds on the TSI engines. This is the 1.8 TSI manifold, and this is the 2.0 TSI manifold. Now, these have intake manifold runners. You see over here, it has the little flap that opens and closes. That's controlled by a solenoid that gets power from a vacuum pump. Basically, it's vacuum actuated with a solenoid that controls it. A lot of times, I get a lot of questions. People, they see a hose just hanging. Like, what's this hose? Where does it connect to? And why is it like that? And why does the car still run? The reason for that, and let me show you, this is the 1.8. That's also, it's, the newer cars is a 2014. So I think 2013 up had the 1.8. Of this generation, all right, and it has an intake manifold runner solenoid that is right here, okay? Now, it gets its vacuum from the vacuum pump. Let me show you. Over here is the vacuum pump, all right? It hooks over here, and it gets vacuum. This is driven off the camshaft, all right? Intake manifold is there, and the vacuum line is right here. Now, when the car is just idling, low RPMs, this runner, this manifold vacuum here, the solenoid commands vacuum, and these runners over here, all right, stay closed. They close like that with vacuum. Now, let's say you're going up a hill or you're giving it gas or high RPMs, all right, the vacuum, the computer tells that solenoid to release vacuum so it can open, and that vacuum vents through this hose. Now, this hose on the earlier models usually was snaked up over here and had like a little filter, all right, and it vents the atmosphere to release the pressure so the valve can close. The valve can open, I'm sorry. It's closed at low idle, low RPM, and at higher RPM, it's open. All right, so this vent, this hose, people get scared. They don't understand. On the 1.8s, if you look over here, you see here, it just plugs right into here and vents into the air cleaner. That's all it does. All right, and on the older ones, there may be a little vent over here. All right, it's mounted. It's usually mounted over here. It all depends, but it's usually on the top. So a lot of times people see that hose hanging out, like this one over here that has it right here. Go, oh, is there something missing here? You get all worried, or let's say if your car is running rough, but it has nothing to do with that, you'll go crazy thinking that it does. So that is fine. This is normal. Let's say if it's just hanging like that, you really don't want it hanging like that. But that's why they put it here, so when the air comes, when the vacuum is released, it doesn't just, get all dusty and dirty and get maybe possibly sucked back into the engine if this valve failed. So that's why it always has to have filtered air. It would have filtered air from here, and it would have filtered air if it didn't connect to the air box, and it just had like a little ceramic filter, it looks like, almost. All right? So now you know, and you don't have to be worried that you don't know where this goes, because there's not a lot of information on the internet about this, and I didn't want any of you guys to worry, so I'm going to try to, put this out there to ease your mind. It's not a big deal, but you do definitely want this hooked up to filtered outside air, whether it be the air cleaner itself or the little filter that's supposed to be on. If your car was never messed around with, it's supposed to be on the top of the intake on the earlier, I think 2009 to 2012, and this is from 2013 up. All right, and different models may have the engine in earlier years, but now you get the idea of where this vacuum hose, actually it's basically a vent hose, where it goes and what it does, so it gives you peace of mind. All right, guys, Motorcarnut, please subscribe, hit that like button. Any questions pertaining to the video, leave them below. I answer all my questions. I really appreciate all the feedback from you guys and gals, and I'll see you guys in the next video.